Going on, everyone? Welcome, Rabid here, and the first Xelis pool is online and seems to be working decently. There's some hiccups and whatnot here and there, but it's definitely better than trying to solo mine with the massive GPU hash rate that has influxed onto this coin. So I'm going to show you how to set this up. All right, so coming on to the pool dashboard here, I will have this link down in the description. All you got to do is simply come into the info tab here on the left, and you're going to need to download this Xantum, whatever it's called, the proxy. So you're going to be pointing your rigs towards this proxy, and the proxy is actually pointing towards the pool, and that's how you're mining. So that'll take you to the GitHub here. Download the zip file. Now, most of you are probably already running the node. If you're not, for your wallet and everything, check my how to mine guide for that, and that will get you up and running if you're new to this. But download this to your node. This will make it the easiest. So the PC, wherever your node is, will make the setup process much easier. So once you do download that, run in and extract it, and that will take you into here. You're going to get some odd errors like invalid extra nonce. Ignore that. It happens here and there. You know, obviously there's a lot more tweaking to happen. There's also more pools that will be available fairly soon. I know Viper's working on this. K1 sounds like they might be working on this, and there's going to be a few others as well. So once you do get that extracted, you'll have a file like this right here, and you're going to have a config as well as the normal program. So I'm just going to come into the config here. I'm going to open it up, and what you're going to want to do is obviously put your wallet address right here in between the brackets. You're going to need the brackets there, but just adjust it to your wallet address. This is going to tell it to mine to your address, and all your rigs will be pointed to here. Now, by default, this is actually set to auto, so it will look like this. Now, the US stratum seems to have gone down. That's probably why we're seeing a big reduction in hash rate on the pool right now. As we can see, this dropped right here. My rigs dropped off. You can see it happened around, 2:22 in the morning or something. All the rigs went dead. The stratum died. So what you're going to want to do here is adjust this. It sounds like the DE stratum is working. So make sure you put a DE in here for now. Once it's fixed, follow their Discord or whatever, you can put it back to auto or use US or something. That will be the best one. Choose the closest stratum for you. I don't know which stratums they all have here, but right now it does look like DE is working. After that, all you got to do is save this file right here. Now right here you can see get work bind port 5210. This is why I'm saying it's going to be the easiest to point to your node, because your rigs are pretty much already set up. So we're going to close this out here. I'm going to jump in and open up the actual proxy right now, and it's going to begin connecting. You can see if it's starting to get a new job and everything, that means you successfully connected to the network. Now my rigs are already pointed to this, so it's going to be working. That's why my rigs are connecting. I'm finding shares already, but just so that you know it's getting work, you know that everything's there. At this point, that's when you're going to start pointing your rigs towards this node. So right now, what we're going to want to do here is I'm going to come into my Windows bat file for my 4090 here. This is my shortcut. We're going to edit it. This is your normal node IP, 192.168.1.128. This is mine. Use yours. And by default, we're mining to port 8080. So for this, because this is the new get work port, is 5210 on the proxy. So that's all you got to change here is adjust your port from 8080 if you're currently solo mining to your node to 5210, and it'll automatically just connect straight to that proxy and begin mining to the pool. It is that easy. Now, if you're new to Xelis and you don't have a node or you don't have 1.0 miner or anything set up, do the previous steps to get that up and running, and then come into 1.0 miner, and you're going to have to adjust this parameter here, your -W. Put in your worker address here, -O. This is going to be the IP4 address of the whatever PC you put that proxy on. So just go into your command line prompt right here, anywhere, type in command line like so, and then just type in ipconfig. I'm not going to hit enter. It'll show all my information. You guys will try to hack me on my public IPs, but enter that, look for the IP4. It'll be listed, and that's the IP address you're going to point it to. And remember, that's the IP address of wherever you extracted your proxy file to. Now, it's the same thing for HiveOS. You got your coin, Xelis. Once you add it into your wallet here, pick whatever you named it here. Pool, you're going to have to configure in the miner. You're going to pick your custom miner here, unless HiveOS updated. I don't see any updates yet, so you're going to have to use the custom, and then Xelis 1.0, name the flight sheet, whatever you want. We're going into the setup miner config, so all you got to do is Google 1.0 miner. I will have 1.0 miner's link in the description as well. this is the URL you're going to need to utilize for that. All the instructions are on their GitHub here. You're going to put your wallet in this spot right here, and here is where the magic happens for your node. You're going to put in the IP just like you saw with me in Windows here. The same thing wherever your stratum and your proxy is located, and then the port is going to be 5210. And then for extra config arguments, I'm not 100% sure if you need these for the proxies. You did need this to run this miner to your node, so I would assume keep it all as is. So -A space Xelis, this is telling us the algorithm we're going to be utilizing because we don't have an algorithm in here. It's not implemented fully into Hive yet. Worker name, I don't think you need that for the proxy because all your rigs are going to be counted as one anyway. And then this is to set your overclock settings. You have multiple GPUs, you're going to have to go GPU 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So like 1400 will be GPU 2 for the core, 1300 for GPU 3. If you have just one here, it'll apply the same overclock settings to every single GPU. So that's just a quick way to kind of realize how to do your overclock settings. And once you apply that flight sheet, it's going to connect to your node, connect to that proxy, and then be connected to that pool. So fast and easy, guys. All right, guys, so hopefully this did help you get up and running with your GPUs to Xelis. Now, this was originally a CPU and GPU coin, but with recent hash rate spikes that GPUs have been getting, it's not worth pointing your CPUs to this coin anymore until they tweak the algorithm or if they do some changes in the future. Right now, I would consider this a GPU mineable coin, not a CPU coin, until anything changes. So thank you for watching this video. Hopefully it did help you. I'll see you on the next one. Rabid out.